Welcome to the channel. Michael Mansell here, and I am updating you on my Corvette Z06. I am driving to beautiful Phoenix, Arizona today. Why would I be driving to Phoenix, Arizona? Well, a couple reasons. One is it's an extremely good way for me to test my car out. And you're probably wondering, did they fix it? Well, I don't know. I don't know because what they did, I'm not really convinced would actually resolve the issue. If you don't know what the issue is, it has to do with power loss, and you can go back and watch the other videos on my channel to see what is going on with my car. But to give you a little update, last week GM told O'Reilly Chevrolet to purge the intercooler lines on the supercharger. So there's two different intercoolers on this car. There's one for the engine and there's one for the supercharger. And GM said that there's possibly air in the intercooler lines on my supercharger, and so they told O'Reilly Chevrolet to purge those lines. So that's what they did last week. O'Reilly had the car for about 2 days and they purged the lines. They did say they did find evidence of air in the lines. They call it burping. And they said it burped a couple of times when they were purging the lines. They did a thorough purging of those lines, and they claim that that potentially fixed my power loss issue on the Corvette. So I took the car out last Thursday. Did not have my cameras with me, so was not able to record that, but I drove it pretty hard throughout the day, accelerating hard, getting it up pretty hot. It was about 95, 96 degrees in Tucson last Thursday, and throughout the entire day I could not get the car to act up. The symptoms just weren't there. It never acted up during that day. I did, however, notice some pinging coming from the engine when I did some hard acceleration, so I did notify O'Reilly of that. But outside of that, there really was not any noticeable issues with the car. So I decided to schedule a couple appointments up in Phoenix today. They both have to do with the SEMA show. I'm getting my left and right rear view mirrors wrapped with something that they wanted to add to the look of the car. So I'm getting that done at the same place I had the other decals added for the XK Glow company that I'm going to be at the SEMA show for. And coming up here, less than 2 weeks away, I'll be at the SEMA show. And I'm also going to get a Ceramic Pro Sport put on the car, compliments of Hyer Quality Detail, and I'll shoot some video while I'm there. So that's going to be at Hyer Quality Detail. I'm going to have that done. That's going to take a good portion of the day, so I'm just going to be sitting hanging out. But it's a good way for me to test the car out with this about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Tucson, East Tucson to Phoenix and back. So that's the plan today. That's what I'm doing. I will keep you guys updated along the way. Come with me on the journey today to Phoenix, and that would be a radar detector. Bye. And just like that, we are in Phoenix, Arizona. How do I know we're in Phoenix? Because we're on the interstate and we're not going anywhere. That's kind of my first clue that we have arrived in Phoenix. Oh, this would be an accident up here. So this is not something that we want to be a part of. That is an unfortunate day for that truck and car. And I need to get out of the HOV lane because, well, there's nobody sitting in the passenger seat. That is my side camera there. See. So one thing that I have installed in this car that you guys might not be aware of is I've got an Apple TV installed. Yep, I installed an Apple TV in this car. One of the best things about having an Apple TV installed in the car is these beautiful screensavers on the infotainment screen. So while I'm driving, rather than having some boring user interface, I've got a nice soothing screensaver, in this case of Dubai. One of the things that is kind of unimpressive in the Corvette is the graphic user interface of the menu system of the screen. Now granted, much improved over previous generations that didn't really even have anything like that in the previous C6s and C5s to wow us, but we're so used to these days the beautiful, sharp OLED HD resolutions of our smartphones that when you go and look at the graphic user interface of a $100,000 car, you're left a little bit underwhelmed. So, the Apple TV screensaver is a nice alternative to have in the car. So we are here at Bomb Wraps up in Phoenix and Hyer Quality Detail. Hyer is not here yet, so just waiting on him. I did go in and talk to Steve, got him set up with wrapping the mirrors and the pods on my Vette. So he's gonna probably get started on that right now, actually. And then when Hyer gets here, he's gonna do the Ceramic Pro Sport on the car just to give it a little extra shine for the SEMA show. Driving up here to Phoenix, I did not experience any power loss issues. Did never experience that. Let me throw in a little disclaimer there. The last time I drove up to Phoenix after they had supposedly fixed my car, it had no issues driving up to Phoenix. It wasn't until I started driving back later in the day that it actually started acting up. Okay, Hyer's not here yet, but I did meet Nick, and he's going to work with Steve. It's super bright out here. We are definitely in Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm just gonna walk around to the back of the shop here. Nick said it was cool if I shoot some videos, so I always like to ask permission. I suppose I should just go rogue and just start shooting people, and if they tell me no, they tell me no, but I like to have a little bit of respect. Tinting the front of this pretty sweet Porsche. Look at these cars. How you doing? Wow, it's another Porsche. That's sick. Look at the carbon fiber on that. That is pretty sick. This is the Creative Bespoke car. Calipers on that. That was some sick detailing on that. Look at the wing. Describe this as a wing or a wang? That is... Oh wow, look at there, it goes up and down too. It's like the matching twin to the Cayenne S over here. So these guys here at Hyer Quality Detail, they're primary thing that they do is ceramic pro coating. So they've got a couple different packages that they offer, and depending on the package you choose, you get a different warranty and you get multiple coats put on. So it's kind of the gig they have going on over here. I've heard really good things about them, so I've got my Vette that they're going to be doing today. I'm just doing a lighter coat on it for now. It's called Ceramic Pro Sport package. Not as many coats because I've got that Colorbomb wrap on there for the SEMA show. So after the SEMA show, if I keep that car, I'm going to bring it back up here and probably get a silver or gold package put on it, which is I think it's 5 layers of the Ceramic Pro coat put on it. So that should really set my Vette off really nicely. But man, I'm checking out these cars that are in here right now that they're doing. Look at this. Look at the detail on the... That's pretty insane. B7. I've never seen that on a BMW. I'm going to sound totally ignorant here, but who's heard of a B7 BMW? I would assume it's a 7 Series BMW, but is that just because it's the Alpina Series BMW? I'm just wondering. If any of you guys know, let me know on the channel here if you guys know or have heard of the B7 BMW. last stages here of the Ceramic Pro coating going on. They're just doing a couple of corrections, but you can see there I've got the side mirrors nicely wrapped. That is looking very pretty with that Ceramic Pro on it. I just think that just sets it off so nice. It's sick, I think. Let me know what you guys think of that now that that Ceramic Pro is on there. Corvette is done and just got its Ceramic Pro put on it, and we're just coming over to check it out right now. It's looking pretty sick.
It's looking super wet.
Oop, sorry. Totally getting my shadow. It's a tall people problem. We can be like 40 feet away from the
I was
car.
gonna position myself right.
I know. This is Hyer here.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
He's the owner of Hyer Quality Detail up here in, we are in Mesa, aren't we?
Tempe.
Tempe.
Yeah, right on the border.
Oh, okay. I can never keep that straight. The reason I do business with Hyer is because I can look him eye to eye.
Yeah.
That's very rare. He knows what that's like. You did a great job, man.
Thank you.
Sick.
Yeah, this thing, we're still working on these, man. Just GM really does a good job with the paint.
Yeah.
The lines, you know, it just shows off the coating really well, makes it look ultra glossy and super wet. It's definitely gonna turn a lot of heads.
Yeah, the XK Glow wrap looks really good.
Can't wait to see it with all the lights on.
And we're gonna see you, Steve. This is Steve from Colorbomb. He's the owner of the guy who did the XK Glow wrap on there. Did a very nice job.
Thank you.
And we're gonna see you up at the SEMA show too.
We'll be there.
Cool.
We'll be there. I'll be there Thursday, Friday.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
See you then. We are now driving home from Phoenix, Arizona, back home to Tucson. I will give you guys a full update on what happened in Phoenix and how the car has performed so far. We're out of Phoenix now and on I-10 heading back to Tucson, so a little bit safer for me to talk while I'm driving. Had a great time in Phoenix. It was incredibly hot for some reason, and it's not like I'm not used to 98 degrees in Tucson, but for some reason the Phoenix sun just feels hotter. Anyway, I digress. The real story topic that we're all about here is the fact that I went up to Phoenix today to Ceramic Pro coat my Corvette, my C7 Corvette. Now a lot of you might think, well, why in the world did you go to all that trouble when you're talking about maybe getting rid of this Corvette? And that's a valid point, but it's going to the SEMA show. One way or another, this car will be at the SEMA show, whether I drive it up or I trailer it up, this car will be there. So I want this car looking super, super sharp for the SEMA show. Not to mention the Hyer at Hyer Quality Detail up in Phoenix offered me a sponsorship to get the Ceramic Pro coating put on the car. So I figured why not give him a little bit of exposure at the show. And Ceramic Pro is doing this cool video this year where they're going to be featuring each one of the cars that are sporting the Ceramic Pro decal logo, which is now on the back of my car. I showed you some video of them putting that on earlier. They're doing a special video, and this is going to be their new promo video on their website and stuff, so kind of cool opportunity to get my car featured in their Ceramic Pro video. I know some other big YouTubers that are big supporters and promoters of Ceramic Pro, so I had to try it out myself, and I have to say I am super impressed with the results of Ceramic Pro coating. It really sets the car off nicely, gives it that really nice shiny wet look, kind of like right after you get done washing it before you dry it, and it protects the car as well. Now I only did a Ceramic Pro Sport coating, which is not their higher end silver or gold packages, which include a whole lot more coatings, a lot more protection, and you can get that's 1 year, 5 year, or lifetime warranty. So certainly didn't do the bigger packages on that, and partly the reason for that was because of the fact that I may not be keeping this car. Haven't decided yet. At this point though, I have not experienced any issues with the car driving up to Phoenix. I'm driving back now, after I get done shooting this video, I'm going to put it through some of its paces on the interstate here and really try to, you know, kind of push it a little bit to see if it starts presenting the symptoms that it did before. The other thing that I did have done while I was up in Phoenix, I hopped over next door and had Steve wrap my side mirrors, and you can actually see those right there. So before they were just the shark gray body color, and I had that one there done, and then that one over there done as well. So now I've got that nice carbon flash side mirror look that they're actually offering, I believe, on some of the newer Corvettes as an option. You can get the mirrors done in the accent color, and I just thought that looked really, really sharp. Really goes along well with the black stripe that I have on the front, and then the XK Glow decals as well. So my car's looking really sharp for the SEMA show. It is less than 2 weeks away. I will certainly be getting footage for you guys up at the SEMA show this year. There's going to be tons of YouTube channels that are going to be showing SEMA footage, but I'm going to give you guys a little different perspective of it from more of just a viewer's perspective, because a lot of the videos that people are going to be posting, they're pushing something. I'm not pushing any products. But in any case, let me know what you guys think of the Corvette now that it has the Ceramic Pro coating put on it. Have you guys done Ceramic Pro coating on your cars, and what do you think? The other big question here is do you try to do it yourself, or do you hire a professional to do it? I didn't watch a lot of the process today because I had other things that I got done in Phoenix, so I didn't just stay there at the shop and watch them do it. But from what I can see and what I've researched online, it is pretty involved, and it really makes a difference on whether or not you got the right lighting, the right applicators, the right process, and bottom line, if you have the patience for it. And quite frankly, I don't believe I would have had the patience for it, so I'm really glad that I hired Hyer Quality Detail up in Phoenix, Arizona, and had those guys do it. They did a great job. I highly recommend those guys, and Steve over at Colorbomb Wraps. If you guys want any wraps done and you're in the Phoenix area, definitely got to check those guys out. I've put their Instagram and YouTube channel tags here on the video as well, and they'll be down in the description below. I'm gonna put the car through the paces now and see if I can present the problems that I've been having with it. Fun having you guys along with me. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. I've got some great ideas for upcoming videos and content, and I'm still in limbo about whether or not I'm gonna get rid of this car or not. And I still wanna get your guys' feedback on it, see what you think. A lot of you have been saying what I kind of suspected, which is go ahead and just trade it in now before the warranty is up. And that's one of my big concerns, is the warranty. So in any case, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next video. There's a random German Shepherd over here. I kind of want to know what's up with this German Shepherd over here. Hey, German Shepherd. I'm actually a little bit afraid of German Shepherds. I've had one kind of chase after me, so I'm not sure about that German Shepherd. I don't know if you guys can see that way down there. I do not know whose German Shepherd that is, but it's just kind of standing there. It had a plant in its mouth before. Maybe it's at Greaser's Automotive. I think it just went in the front door, just randomly standing outside of the shop. It's some automotive shop, so I'm not surprised they have a dog there. Anyway, back to the task at hand.